I'm bored. Let's watch YellowFlash and Heel vs. Babyface. All right, so we got some updates about the Legend of Zelda movie. That's what this video is about. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Well, I actually have live action Zelda news for you. We know who's playing Link and Zelda finally. Let's get into it because it's already got people mad.
Oh no. I mean, you guys were already mad previously. And the worst part was you were mad about fake news. That's the crazy thing. Y'all were mad about fake news. You were in your feelings about fake news. So that makes it even worse.
All right, and here are your casting picks. So Bo here on the left is playing Zelda, and Benjamin here on the right is playing Link. And they're both very young. Here are their IMDb's. He looks real young. So he put some blonde hair and some elvish ears on him. He should look all right as Link. Now, one of the things that people have missed about that casting call is that they wanted young actors for these parts. The person the mob wanted to play Zelda is like...
The mob. So gay people, queer people. So we're the mob, according to him. That's us. Okay.
Like 30 years old. It's not what they
I'll
want.
take it.
This kid's like 16. Like, this is just a casting announcement. So it'll probably be another year or so before they even start shooting. Here is who's playing Zelda. Also very young. This must be from an older thing. She's like 21 or 22 now. Looks really young in these pictures. But that's what they wanted. They wanted young actors for these roles. Mm-hmm. Now, both of them, fairly unknown. Mm-hmm. I don't know a lot about these two. That's also another thing Nintendo wanted. Pretty sure. They don't want Tom Holland.
By the way, I pitched this up because he talks so slow. I could probably take it up to 1.5. He talks very slowly.
Holland or a big star for these roles because they want him cheap. That's why. You get an unknown actor, you don't have to pay him shit. Just like Superman in that Superman movie. Nicholas Hoult made $2 million. I think Superman made like 700,000, something like that. He didn't even make $1 million. That's the benefit to casting an unknown actor.
Yeah, but they've already confirmed. I think it was the Times of India confirmed that there was a deal where if the movie makes a certain amount of money, they start getting extra money on top of their like base pay. So he'll probably make more than that. Most likely.
You don't have to pay them that much because they're unknown. They're paying you in clout. So here's what happened. So a little while ago, when did this happen? Around May 30th, 2025. That's when it got debunked. So Hunter Schafer was reportedly eyed for Zelda because in one picture, Hunter looks like Zelda from an angle. Go and look at other pictures of Hunter Schafer. Not really much of a resemblance to Zelda.
I mean, I don't think that the person they chose looks like Zelda either. Like, it's not like they went out and looked for somebody that looks like an elf. You know what I mean? Like, that didn't seem to be the criteria for either of the actors they chose for Link or Zelda. So I think that's a really dumb way to put this. Yeah, there was a picture of Hunter that looked like an elfish character, but I don't even think that really matters. Like, I mean, yes, that picture circulated on the internet, but I think like any woman is capable of playing the role as long as she can do what they're asking her to do.
Sorry.
They don't have to look like an elf.
This got a mob of people very, 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 very happy.
Mob, again. I mean, I'll take it. Like I said, I mean, if that's what you see us as, okay.
And they're now very, very, very upset that Hunter Schafer is not in the role.
Oh, we're very upset. First and foremost, I think the vast majority of people that I knew that it was fake. Like there was no official statements about it. There was no real news about it. Like you guys were pulling from That Park Place and Fandom, was it Fandom Pulse and Cosmic Book News and places like that? Like that's where you're pulling from. So, I mean, anybody that thought that was 100% legitimate and it wasn't just some sort of fan casting, I don't know what to tell you. That was just dumb anyway if you felt that way about it. I mean, I clowned on these guys for jumping on top of it because it was just about transphobia. That's all it was. Like, these guys, they say that they don't care about trans adults existing in the world, but they do. They do, because Hunter Schafer didn't do anything. Like, she didn't do anything. She's living her life, doing whatever, being popular, and here comes this, like, fake story, and all of a sudden, she's getting attacked for just existing as a trans person. I mean, we've heard rumors for castings before, But if it ends up being like a somebody in a marginalized community, it's like these guys just fucking run with it, like a dog with a fucking bone.
So this article from The Gamer,
not the
is
gamer,
very upset, saying, it's not who you were expecting. Who were we expecting? Oh, that's right, Hunter Schafer. And they leave out every publication. In fact, nobody even really talked about it.
That's it. They're upset. Let's run back on that one for a second before we move on. They're upset because they said it's not who you expect. I'm not seeing two English actors, the 21-year-old Chichester-born Beau Braggan and the 16-year-old Nottingham-born Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, have been cast as Zelda and Link respectively. Both are relatively unknown actors, a far cry from those who are rumored to be in talks for the film, namely Hunter Schafer. Where's the outrage? And it's not who you're expecting. I don't. Where's the outrage? This seems extremely hyperbolic. Something an alcoholic would say.
It's not who you were expecting. Who were we expecting? Oh, that's right, Hunter Schafer. And they leave out every publication. In fact, nobody even really talked about it because
I mean, you guys did.
They were all in on it. They were almost trying to force Nintendo to cast this person in the role. All of this came from a PR firm.
Everything is forced with these guys. Anytime there's like a happy moment for like the queer community or marginalized community where they're happy about something or they're talking about something or there's a fan casting or something like that, it's always pushing it, forcing, throwing it in our faces. Like it's literally that is your narrative. That's what you guys say. Like nobody was forcing, like your publications were carrying it. The vast majority of people that were talking about it were using sites like this.
That was linked to Hunter Schafer, not Nintendo or Sony.
Right. And you believed it. You guys believed it. You thought it was, I mean, either you were being disingenuous and dishonest or you fell for it. It's, take whichever one you want.
And this PR firm, through somebody, linked it out there that they were going to be playing Zelda. And then Daniel RPK put it out there, and then every single outlet put it out. Oh, yeah, Hunter's definitely going to be Zelda. How progressive of Nintendo. It was getting kicked around so much and talked about it so much, I thought it was probably true. When they talk.
Look, I think Hunter is extremely talented. I think she's very good in all the roles that I've seen her in. I didn't believe this. None of my friends in my community, in the gay community, in the trans community, believe this. Nobody did. It just, to be quite honest, you're right. The age thing was probably the big reason why.
When you constantly see things like this person's doing this or that or whatever, sometimes that stuff is leaked out to gauge responses and try to see how people feel about it. You're seeing it right now.
I mean, how? Give proof. Show me a time where that was done and then it happened because of a leak. This sounds like tinfoil hat shit. Like, give an example. Just get one. Just one. Any. I'll take one.
With James Bond, because they're constantly saying that they're eyeing a black guy to play Bond. They've talked about it so much, it's probably true. Like, next Bond, I guarantee you $100 is going to be black. Not.
So, I mean, okay.
For sure. I'm not going to actually give you $100 if it doesn't happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because you're a liar. Because you're a liar.
More than likely going to happen.
Yeah.
So, Hunter Schafer did not get the role, and already we're only 2 or so hours into this announcement, and there's already meltdown.
Okay, so you're just going to go through tweets of people that are upset on like with fake accounts and stuff. I don't care about that. I don't care about, like, if people on Twitter want to complain about something under faceless accounts, I typically don't pay much attention to it. However, let's move over here and look and see how many people have jumped on top of this. I typed in Zelda woke. Did a lot of hard work to find this. Anyway, we got Tim Pool talking about it, Quartering's talking about it, Geeks and Gamers talking about it, Josiah Rises talking about it, Pop Culture Crisis talking about it. And then here we go. This is like the stuff where people were attacking Hunter Schafer a month ago, right? Geeks and Gamers Play talking about it. Yeah. Yes. really interesting to me. And then over here, we have Heel versus Babyface decided to jump in on this because, he's a big trans ally. He really loves trans women. More on that in a second. So Brianna Wu, a pick-me from our community here, says, I'm sorry, this is silly. If anyone was ever born to play Princess Zelda, it is Hunter Schafer. Presumably like saying, hey, I'm reading the room and I think I can put this out there for the world. But as usual with Brianna Wu, could be a whole separate video, she thinks that people in her space respect her as a trans woman, and they don't. They don't. Here goes Az going, LOL, no, we don't want dudes playing women, thanks. Affirming your worldview isn't our entertainment. That's interesting, Az. So it seems like you must know what a woman is. You must know 100% of the time the difference between a cis woman and a trans woman, and you don't ever want to affirm trans women because that would be wrong. Let's take a look here at this video and see what Az has to say about a trans woman.
So she turns up at the wedding and the bride's got a nice rack.
Now that is Patty Harrison, who is a trans woman. But let's let Az do his little spiel here.
That's what I got from this episode.
Did that get the episode a point?
No.
No?
No. Because, right, I'll tell you why. Because I have actually thought this out. I'm not even joking. Because Jamila comes on later and, she's got some goods. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh, do I give it a point for Jamilia's jubblies and the bride's jubblies? And I can't give tit points.
Oh, how good.
Then I'm going to be just giving tit points throughout the season, and it's going to have this.
By the way, I haven't seen Jane stream with Az in forever. I don't know what happened to Jane Theory. I have no clue. Let's continue.
No. So I'm like, I'm sorry, breasts. You can't score. You can't score.
Good job.
I know. I thought so. I had to put my foot down. And it was hard. It was a hard decision because she got a nice rack.
So there he is objectifying a woman in She-Hulk, making all kinds of sexual comments about her, things like that. All in while not knowing that the woman he's talking about is a trans woman. And he couldn't tell. So what happened to him when he was on Friday Night Tights?
And the woman that they actually had playing the girl that was getting married, she's actually trans. And I don't know if people knew that.
I just thought she was ugly.
Yeah, that's a dude.
I said she had a nice rack.
Hey, the one scene when
Got you.
Wait,
A trap.
So
Now, I know they're laughing about it, but this just goes to show that when someone looks at another individual and they find them attractive, they don't really think about the things that they swear they think about. Az thought she was attractive, thought she had nice boobs. And so he was making comments about that. And now that he knows that she is trans, now he feels differently about it. And this is why they think that they are tricked. They're being tricked, even though he walked right into it. Hook, line, and sinker. He put himself in there. He put himself in that position.
It's a trap. When the two women started arguing and he jumped out of the window, that was the only scene I could identify with.
I identified with that so much.
Series.
I think they're setting up the villain to be an incel, and it's probably one of the dudes she dated.
Oh my god, it was so.
That's why she was so obsessed with She-Hulk's actual boobs.
It's fucking timeline.
I do too.
Hey, Az, you didn't fucking jerk off to her, did you?
He did. He did.
Thought about it.
So we're going to stop it there. You get the gist of it. So yeah, this is, let me show you a picture here of Patty Harrison here from She-Hulk. Absolutely beautiful, funny, smart, great actress. Yeah, so the thing is that Az, who had something negative to say about Brianna Wu's statement here, has been attracted to trans women in the past. So I would say, instead of worrying about affirming people's worldview, maybe you should worry about figuring out what a woman is from your perspective. Because you don't seem to know. All your buddies had to tell you. That's a failure on multiple fronts because you were so all in on attacking She-Hulk that you didn't bother to check who the actress was in the scene before you started objectifying her. And I think that's quite funny to me because it shows just how lazy you are when it comes to your content. It shows how you guys don't really know what a woman is when you're objectifying women. You just don't have a clue. If you weren't such a dickhead and a human thumb, you might actually treat trans women a lot better. But this is where we are. This is where we are. Anyway, as far as Hunter Schafer goes, I feel bad because she's experienced a lot of online hate about a fake story, a fan casting, and everybody who says that they don't mind trans adults existing in the world, they don't mind trans people living their lives, all of that changes when they have an opportunity to dunk on someone. That's what they did here. And you wonder why people say you're doing transphobic stuff or that you are transphobic. You wonder why.